through it means that we're departing Veneto, and beneath it the sign letting us know we're entering into Emilia Romagna. And the River Po beneath us at the moment.
It's along this river in Italy.
The vineyards, we can see some of these vineyards of the Chianti up to our right hand side. Behind the vineyards and alongside the vineyards, always the olive trees. You see the olive trees, olive groves up here on our right now. The rolling hills of the Chianti with these cypresses and vineyards and olive trees and the old farmhouses. These are some of the classic and best known images of Tuscany that we're passing at the moment. Some of the most expensive real estate in Italy also. You could come here 20 or 30 years ago and buy the real estate for next to nothing. Or it'll cost you millions now. A crumbling old farmhouse will cost you millions of euros. The Germans came and bought it all in the 90s. Lots of it owned by the Germans now. But here they're producing some of Italy's best wines, ladies and gents, in the Chianti area. The Chianti is an area of 70,000 hectares which sits in the heart of Tuscany with Florence to the north. So having passed Florence, we're very much in the Chianti now. Siena to the south, Arezzo on its eastern side, and Volterra to the west. And I mentioned that the Etruscans during their time were producing wines, so we can say for sure that wine has been produced here in the area of Chianti for 3,000 years. It's an old trade, an old craft, an old skill, which has been passed down for all of that time, from generations through generations. Predominantly, and which has always been produced here in Chianti, is the Sangiovese grape. So most of the vines that you see as we pass for the next, well, 20 to 30 minutes along the eastern edge of the Chianti area, mostly Sangiovese. Just to describe some of the better wines, for those of you who enjoy wines, and if you're out and about looking for a nice bottle to take home from the Enotecas, the wine stores, or perhaps if you're sitting down to lunch somewhere, or even tonight they're serving nice Chianti with dinner this evening at our dinner in Rome. Just to know a few of the more famous wines that come from this region. Predominantly, the best wines coming out of the Chianti are red wines, dry red wines. So you don't find too many sweet wines, apart from the dessert wines. The Vinsanto dessert wine comes from here in Tuscany, which they dip their biscotti into, their biscuits. But apart from the Vinsanto, it's predominantly red wine, which the Tuscans are renowned for. Although there are some good white ones in Tuscany, and in particular Vernaccia di San Gimignano, the Vernaccia grape grown around the town of San Gimignano, a very good white, but mostly reds. And the Sangiovese is used to produce the reds. And in the very heart of the Chianti area, just to the north of Siena, some of the small communes in that area of Gaioli, Rada and Chianti, Siena itself, these communes have banded together under a particular grouping of Chiantis. They call their wines Chianti Classico. Chianti Classico. And the symbol for the Chianti Classico wine is the Gallo Nero, the black rooster. Anytime you see the black rooster, this is the symbol of Chianti Classico. And what denomination? The difference with the reserve is spending minimum 2 years in the oak barrels before they're put into the bottles. From within this area, these wines produced predominantly of Sangiovese, of approximately 12.5 to 13.5% in the alcohol, and is generally what you find on a Chianti Classico is Brunello. And the Brunello of Montalcino is considered one of the kings of Italian wines. It's a big, strong, bold red, something similar to Australian reds in strength. A big 14 to 15% wine usually, You know, the Italian wines quite often are a lot less than wines from other places around the world, for the simple reason that Italians drink wine throughout the day. They drink wine with their lunch, Tuscany and San Gimignano, the Bonaccia, and the Ruffino and the Classico, and Montalcino, and all of these beautiful areas.